Two gay men took off their clothes, climbed a tree, and engaged in lewd sex acts for 4 hours in the tree before hundreds of onlookers.
We are controlling transmission.
Vulva is what girls have down below.
Your breasts grow firm and blossom under their canopy of fragrant silken skin. Feel your breasts swell. Feel them grow firm as they blossom to their natural limit. Feel the sensation.
You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and mystery which reaches from the inner mind to
KDK's Lunatic Fringe.
All systems go. Prepare for countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off to adventure in the amazing year 400 billion.
That's a very
I can't breathe. Stop.
Oh, no. Oh, dear.
Let me stop that for a second because there's more fireworks going off. July 7th. I don't know why everybody waited until tonight to celebrate 4th of July, but apparently here in my area they did. Because I'm hearing, like, fireworks going off in the background. I'm very distracted. But nonetheless, I will persevere, as I always do. Hello, everybody. Welcome to KDK's Lunatic Fringe. I am the one, the only, the world's favorite moron, KDK. And welcome to my fringe. You are my lunatics. Welcome to my fringe. I have gathered you all here tonight, as I have for nigh on 10 years now, to celebrate stupidity in its highest form, the prank call. And you can help out by, of course, sending me names, numbers, and ideas of people whom you would like me to prank call tonight. You can do that either through AIM, contacting me as KDK Pranks, KDK Pranks, or visiting my website, which resides at kdkprankcalls.com, kdkprankcalls.com. Visit my website, click on the link for the chat room, and send me a private message for people whom you would like me to call, and we'll see what we can do. I'm very distracted. It's quiet now, but like right before I open the mic, there's like booms going on all over the place, and the cats have been hiding scared ever since I got home. I got home around like 9:30, and the cats were already hiding when I got home. Julian was hiding in the litter box, and I was able to coax him out because I brought home some fresh chicken. I cut it up into teeny little pieces for them because, you know, cats only eat like little tidbits. Actually, I'm afraid the cats are so stupid that they'll try to eat a big piece and choke themselves. So I cut it into tiny little pieces. I was able to get him to come out and eat some chicken, and then he immediately retired back to the litter box. And I suppose he's hiding in the litter box because it has a cover over it and he feels, like, safe. He's disturbed by the sounds that he hears. He hears all the firecrackers and thunder boomers going on, so he gets scared and he hides in the box. Apparently, that's what it says to do in the cat emergency manual. The one they distribute to all cats. It says, hide in the box. In case of emergency, hide in the box. Bury yourself in the poop sand. And he's still hiding in the box. I was hoping that when he heard me talking, he would come out and, like, talk to me like he normally does. Like, normally I come on the air, and as soon as they hear my voice, they come out and they want to talk. But now, all the cats are scared, and they've chosen their own little different hiding places. I don't even know where everybody is. They're not in sight. I'm looking around the room. They're not in sight, so they've all found their own little hidey holes. But anyway, that's not what's important. What's important is that we're here to make some prank calls. And I have an idea that I would like to entertain tonight. Well, first, this requires a little bit of explanation. I've been working for the past couple days for a former employer who called me back. He needed help. His delivery driver is sick or claiming to be sick. And he calls me up out of the blue, and I haven't worked for this guy for a long time. But he calls me up, and he says, will you come into work just as a delivery driver? You don't have to make pizza. You don't have to sit in the 120-degree kitchen anymore. Just deliver pizzas. So that I can do. That's easy. And it pays, like, really well. On average, it's like $20 an hour when you include tips. Sometimes even more than that. So, fine. Rather than sitting on my ass at home and playing video games and watching movies all day, I get out of the house and make some money. Why not, right? Yeah, so... But there's one problem with delivering pizzas is that there are certain places that are dirtbag places. Like, you see a certain address and you know, okay, I'll bring them their fucking pizza, but I'm not expecting a fucking tip because I know this is a dirtbag area. And one of those dirtbag areas is a place called... And so what I would like you guys to do tonight is to go to Yellow Pages, whitepages.com and look up, because what I want to do tonight, see, let me paint a picture for you. Place is a little cul-de-sac of houses that were probably once nice, but they've all been subdivided in threes now. So, for example, drug addict or a drug dealer, that kind of place. So what I want to do tonight is I want to find one of the places, and I'm hoping that you can do this for me. Find the numbers for A, B, and C, because I want to call up A and get them into a fight with B and a fight with C. Or maybe call up A and C and get them into a fight with B, get them to gang up on each other. I want to cause neighborhood fights tonight. That's what I want to do. That's my premise for the night. I want to cause in the ghetto. I want to cause a melee to break out in front of the building because they're all a bunch of non-tipping dirtbags and they deserve it. MS3 Clay says he's checking out Irving Place on Google Earth. If you post a link so other people can go look at what a shitty place this is. And if you look at the overhead map, the outlying area isn't bad. Like the houses, they're not nice, but they're not dumpy. And then you have like this little, it's almost like an ass bubble that grows off of like a decent road, and that's where all the scumbags live. Home to the scumbags. So if anybody can help me out with that, see if you can find numbers for people who live it, and even better, see if you can find numbers for people who live in the same number. Because I want to get A fighting with B and fighting with C and getting A and C fighting with B. Let's do it all. Let's live it up. Let's do it up right. Yeah, that's my premise for tonight. But anyway, tonight's featured artist is going to be Blur, if you hadn't already guessed. And, other than that, we got nothing. Oh, by the way, did you guys know that I was on Monday night? I did a secret, super special surprise show on Sunday night. I have, not on Sunday, I mean on last Monday night. Monday night, not Sunday night. Why did I say Sunday? Monday night! Jill says, yay, KDK is going to cause his yearly riot. Right. And then when I go to work tomorrow, I'll pick up the paper and I'll see that, 17A or murdered the guy in 17B Irving Place with a knife to the neck or something. And that's my goal. And I actually also, before I go on, I'm going to walk over to the pants I was wearing today. Oh, shit. I thought I had dropped trow in the living room, but I apparently dropped trow in the bedroom. In my pants pocket, I left a number of a drug dealer and who I've delivered to like 2 or 3 times, and fucker never tip. Not only does this fucker never tip me, but today I actually lost 5 cents because let's say I owed him like 45 cents and I didn't have enough change, so I just gave him like 2 quarters and said, here, fucking take it. You fucking worthless drug dealing nigger. I'm not a racist, but somebody who doesn't tip a delivery driver is a nigger. Nigger. I'm not a racist, but anybody who doesn't tip, you know, if you go out to a restaurant, people will tip 20%. And then people get in their car and bring you your food, so you don't even have to get off your fat ass except to answer the fucking door and hand me some money. And you're not going to tip at least 20%? Go fuck yourself. And to be honest with you, I'm so fed up because I've done this like off and on a couple times already, like delivering pizzas for this guy because he's a really nice guy. And I like to help him out. I know like which addresses aren't going to tip, like even beforehand, like even before I go, and I'm very tempted to just open the box and spit on their pizza. And I haven't done it before, but goddamn, I think I might in the future. So anyway, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to go grab my pants so that I can get the number of this person I delivered to today. Not only did he not tip me, but when he answered the door, he yelled at me. Because he answers the door and I said, your total is $17.50 or whatever it is. And he says, why are you screaming at me? I'm standing right here. Even though I'm doing the Ed voice, because I can't do a nigger voice. In place of the Ed voice, just picture a big, fat, drug-dealing nigger voice. In place of the Ed voice. He said, why are you yelling at me? I'm standing right here. And rather than argue with the guy, I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, I'm not yelling. Maybe you just have a fucking hangover. I don't know what the fuck your deal is. And Mr. E3 Clay is looking at the pictures of... And he says, it looks like a medical place. It has the Red Cross symbol. Maybe a nursing home or retirement home. No, it's not. The Red Cross means stay away, or otherwise you're going to need medical attention if you go. That's what that means. It's a scary place. Hopefully I never get, like, bashed over the head and robbed, like, while I'm delivering there. Yeah. I should really carry weapons in my car. I should at least carry pepper spray with me, like, while I'm delivering pizza. Maybe, that's a good idea. Maybe I'll do that in the future. Anyway, like I said, I'm gonna go take a leak and grab my pants and get that number so that we can call this deadbeat. I know the address was, look at that up on Google Earth. You can look at Street. And that's the guy that I want to prank call tonight, because he was the only guy that I had that stiffed me on a tip today. Today I worked from... I was supposed to work from 11 until 9, but I overslept. This is a weird thing. Like, my alarm was set for 10 o'clock, so I woke up, I turned on the shower, and while I was waiting for it to get hot, I, like, sat down for a second, and I woke up 90 minutes later. So, like, the shower was running for, like, 90 minutes while I was, like asleep on the couch. I eventually got to work an hour late. Well, it doesn't matter, because there had been no order, so... no skin off anyone's ass there. Anyway, like I said, tonight's featured artist is Blur. I'm gonna go get that number out of my pants pocket, take a leak, and come back. This song is a cover of Rod Stewart's classic Maggie May, and I'll be back very shortly. Very shortly. And we're back, and that was Blur with their cover of Rod Stewart's Maggie May. And personally, I think that's better than the original, but hey, there you go. And people are talking about, Brandon actually found some numbers for people already. He found the person living at number 2, the person living at number 12. That's all you were able to find for... See, the guy I particularly wanted to get was the guy who lives at 17A, because he's like this, I don't know what the guy's deal is, because he doesn't seem fucked up when he comes to the door, but every time I've delivered to him like 2 or 3 times, and every time he answers the door in his underwear, no matter the time of day, he like answers the door in his underwear. And the asshole never gives his letter, like he says, deliver it to 17, and my boss doesn't know any better, he doesn't know, like, every place has like an A, B, and C. He doesn't know, like somebody says 17 or doesn't know enough to ask, like A, B, or C. So I have to sit there and knock on doors and say, did you order a pizza? Did you order pizza? Sorry to bother you. Did you order pizza? And Jill sent me, he says, here's a few interesting numbers, dear. Save this link, dear. So let me copy this link and let's see what it is. Oh, that's the list of phone booths. Last updated 12 years ago, so I don't know that these are going to be any good, but thank you. I've seen that before, but like I said, it hasn't been updated in 12 years, and where the hell do phone booths even exist anymore? So probably none of those numbers on that list work. Probably. But never fear, because we also have other people chiming in. Nunu says, say hello to new listener, Poop Buddington. I like that name, Poop Buddington. Hello, Poop Buddington. Thank you for listening. Hope you don't hate Nunu for turning you on to me. And Lonesome Loser is also here. Yay, Lonesome Loser is here. Lonesome Loser also showed up on Monday and saved the day because, you know, doing unannounced, unplanned shows is fun, but the only problem is, You know, if I do it unannounced and unplanned like that, you know, people don't show up and they don't send me numbers, so I don't have people to call. But a Lonesome Loser showed up on Monday and sent me names, numbers of people like all over, like he would, like he's doing now, just like he would if it were a Saturday night. So thank you for that, the Lonesome Loser. Hopefully it was entertaining. I don't remember much. After speaking with Neo, Little Evil Neo, in case you didn't know, Little Evil Neo made a return to the program and actually explained why she went away from the program. Basically because I was a douchebag. And I know, I can be a douche. But after speaking with Little Evil Neo, I don't remember much after that. MS33 Clay is asking which house did I want in particular. 17. 17A, B, and C. I would love it if I could get the numbers for 17A, B, and C, and get B and C pissed off at A. You know how it works. I don't know if you guys were listening then, but years and years ago, probably at this point, probably 5 or 6 years ago, maybe more, I did a show where somebody sent me a number and then clicked on Find Neighbors on white pages and sent me the numbers of like all the neighbors around the person that I already called. And so I called all the neighbors, and I wound up getting them all into like fights with each other. And I got them like bad-mouthing each other and like telling like little dark secrets about each other, like, oh, this one doesn't recycle her groceries, and like dumb stuff like that. And that was a lot of fun. And I was hoping we could recreate that on a ghetto level tonight. Jill says, no one told you about a Monday show. Well, Jill, that's why you ought to be on a friends list with people like me and Lonesome Loser and Nunu, so that when they send out a spam to alert you to the fact that I'm doing a secret show, you'll know, right? Yeah. Anyway, we have numbers for Nicole living at 2, and Julie and Sandra and Nick. Wow, what a name. Nick, that sounds like the name of like a demon in Diablo 3. Nick, speaking of Diablo 3, I have a funny story to tell. As you may or may not know, in Diablo 3, there is a built-in auction house where if you find rare equipment, you can put it up for auction for either in-game money or real-world money. So I was playing the game and I found a rare piece of equipment, and just for the hell of it, I set up my PayPal account with Diablo. Or I guess I should say I already had a PayPal account, but I tied my PayPal account into Diablo 3 just so I could put things up for sale for like real cash. And I looked up the item of equipment that I had. It's like a rare axe that a barbarian can use, but I'm playing as a witch doctor, so I can't use it. So it's worthless to me. And I looked up in the auction house what other people were selling theirs for. And people were selling theirs for like $1,000, $2,000, $1,500. So I put mine up for $250. And would you believe that somebody actually paid $250 for an inanimate piece of equipment? I actually made money off of Diablo. Of course, Blizzard takes 15% of that, but still, I made over $200 for a non-existent item from a video game. Would you believe? I'm evil, and I love it. I'm evil, and I know it. So what else can we talk about before I get into the prank calls here? Pardon me while I'm going to pour myself a shot here. I'm hoping not to get as tanked tonight as I did on last month. You remember last week's show? I didn't drink on Saturday. Instead, I drank on Monday. And to me, after all these years, like, every time I drink, I'm doing shows. You know, it might seem to you that I'm like a hopeless alcoholic, but I only drink on Saturdays. And the reason why I started that way was that, you know, I used to have to loosen up because I would be like really nervous, and I would open up the mic and I would be like scared to talk. Ghetto in the ghetto. So now it's gotten to the point where if I'm drinking and I'm off the air, I want to be on the air. You know what I mean? KDK, tell them about their dirty washing on the washing line. No, they don't have washing lines. We're talking about like real lowlifes, like they're too lazy to even hang clothes. We're talking people that probably wear like the same pants for a week. Maybe I'll take some pictures. Yes. Joe says, it's like Pacific Heights. Yes, there you go. I'm going to write a movie called about all the dirtbags that live in this ghetto. Ghetto. One thing that you can't tell from Google Earth is that on a steep hill. So most of these houses are on a steep hill, and they have like stairs going up to all the different units, but they're old and decrepit, so like all the stairs are like cracked and falling apart, and somebody is like a step is missing, and somebody put like a rotten piece of lumber there in its place. It really is funny. I should take some video, like while I'm delivering a pizza. I should make like a short film about KDK delivering pizzas. That would actually probably be an interesting documentary.
Hello?
Hello, how are you doing, dear?
How you doing? Who is this?
This is Ed. We haven't met each other yet. My name is Ed. How are you doing, dear? He hung up already. I'm going to redial.
No, you got the wrong number.
I'm sorry, but no, we got disconnected before I could tell you why I was calling. I'm calling again.
No, you got the wrong number, man. Why you keep calling this phone?
Why do you keep hanging up on me before I can explain why I'm calling?
You have the wrong number. You don't have to explain.
No, I have the right number. You're the guy who sells the weed, right?
No, man. You got the wrong number, man.
No, I know it's you. I recognize your voice. You don't need... Okay, I'm going to call him again later. He sounded nice on the phone. Yet in person, he's a scumbag. Okay, who am I going to call next? Let me go to my list and go to the list of people. Who do we have? I'm trying to find two people who live next door to each other so I can get them into a fight with each other and hopefully do the world a favor by thinning the herd. Okay, we got 16A and 16C, so I'm going to call up both of them as 16B. They're not answering their phone. Ghetto people don't answer their phones because they're afraid of Google.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice.
Yeah, that's not going to work. I didn't see that until later, where it said it went straight to voicemail. I'm not saying that everybody there is a scumbag, but I will say that they're all lowlifes, because it is a dumpy place.
Hello, no one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
And it hung up on me. Okay, I didn't get through to them. Okay, let me start from the top. From the top.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voicemail.
Oh dear.
Hello?
Hello, how are you doing, dear? Is this Jimmy?
Hello?
Hello, Jim. Can you hear me, Jimmy? How are you doing, dear?
I'm okay. Who's this?
This is Mrs. Rosenthal. I live over at 5. How are you doing, dear?
I'm okay.
Listen, last night there was some trouble, and one of these niggers around here defaced my car. They broke a window, and they went inside, and they stole all the change from my ashtray, and they stole the radio, and they caused a lot of damage, and I was hoping and wondering if maybe you or Linda saw something, because you guys live right across the street.
No, I did not.
You didn't see or hear anything weird?
I did not, no.
I always wondered why such a nice, good, decent person lives in such a dumpy place like this. I live here because I'm old and I'm poor. I'm on a fixed income, Social Security, you know.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, don't you be sorry for me. You'll be sorry for the guy who broke my windows once I find him.
Okay.
So you didn't hear nothing, none of these niggers is going around bragging about how they broke into the old lady's car. The old lady,
no, I did not.
The old lady with throat cancer. We broke into her car and we stole her change drawer. Oh, ho, 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 that's so funny.
I did not hear anything like that.
Well, can you let me know if you do?
I sure will.
Okay, let me give you my number so you know how to get a hold of me.
Okay, go ahead.
My number is
50785. Okay.
Listen, you ever have any problems like this around here?
No, I have not, no.
I'm relatively new here, and it looked like a bad, dirty, dumpy place, and I was afraid to live here because I'm elderly.
Okay.
And I'm not very well. So every time I leave outside, I'm afraid like one of these niggas is gonna come knock me in the head and try to steal my purse or something.
Okay. I think you'll be alright.
You think so?
I do.
Here's a theoretical question. Let's suppose I was surrounded by niggas, they're attacking me, and they're trying to steal my purse. What do you do?
shoot first and ask questions later.
I like your attitude.
Okay, good night.
You got guns?
No.
Well, then
but
how
I'll get some
are
for
you
you.
going to shoot?
I'll get some.
All I have is that, that pepper spray.
Okay, that'll work.
The spray you use.
Okay.
They say it can bring down a nigger in 15 seconds.
I believe it. Can I go to sleep now?
Oh, I'm sorry to bother you, Mr. Self-Important. You got such greater things to do.
Good night.
I know you. I talk to Linda on the street sometimes. I know what you do on weekends.
Okay.
I know that you like to stay up and drink, and, so do I.
No, I don't drink.
Oh. That's what every alcoholic says.
That's right.
Okay.
All right.
I'm sorry to bother you.
Good night.
Have another one on me.
Okay, he sounded way too nice and coherent and intelligent to be living in something must have gone terribly wrong in his life that he wound up living there. Let's call up the next person on the list. Julie, and it's spelled J, instead of how you would normally spell Julie, it's spelled Jully. Almost like your parents didn't know how to spell her name on the birth certificate, so they're like, Jelly.
Hello?
Hey.
What's this?
Is this Jelly?
No.
Is Jelly there?
No, she's gone to, Dutch.
She's gone to Dutch? Is that code word for something?
I'm calling her back.
To review or re-record your message, press...
Okay, I don't want to fuck with her voicemail, so... Sarah and Nixaliz. Okay, we don't want to give out their number. They may be lowlifes, but we don't want to give out their number. Oh, next on my list is 8, Joe.
Hello?
Hello, Joe.
Yes.
How are you doing, you old fucknut?
Okay, good.
This is me. I'm calling from next door, and I'm calling because I need you to keep your shit down. You're being loud tonight, and I'm old, and I need my rest.
Well, that's good, because I need a blowjob.
Well, come on over.
That sounds great. Why don't you come over here?
Well, I'm too old and frail and feeble to walk, so you come ring the bell, and maybe I can make it to the door.
Damn, I can't walk that far.
Well, I can crawl that far.
Well, then we have a problem, because I need a blowjob.
I didn't know that you had the queer, Joe. I see you all the time.
Yeah, but,
And, looking at you, you wouldn't ever know that you had the gay. But now that I know that you have the gay, I'm going to tell all the neighbors that you have the gay.
That's good. As long as your wife's alone, then I'm
there's
good.
a lot of niggers around here. They don't like the gay. Or they act like they don't. But as soon as they go to prison, they're the first ones to be sucking dick, right? You know how that goes. And there's a whole lot of people here who've been to prison here in Irving Place.
Well, I don't know about all those people, but I know about you, and I know you've been to prison, and you like the dick, so...
No, I never been to prison. I wish.
But you like the dick, so it's all good.
I do, but I gotta pay because I'm old.
I know you're old.
If I were in prison, then I'd get it for free,
but... Take it in the ass.
But I'm too old to do anything violent anyway.
You like taking in the ass, so what the fuck is the difference?
Never done that yet. Why, you like doing that?
Sure you have. You're lying. You've been around this block. That's how you know it.
I've been around.
So just come back over and take it in the ass.
Oh, I ain't been around this block because this block is all niggers.
You've been around this block.
My little old man butthole can't take a
here.
nigger dick. I can only take maybe an Asian or a Mexican dick. Like a little 4-incher. Maybe that. Maybe.
Yeah, I know you take it all the time, so just stop lying. You love the big ones.
Well, how big are you?
Blah, 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 blah. Come on, you love it.
I love it.
Well, yeah, of course you do.
Of course I do. So, when you coming over? I'll put on a bathrobe and some lipstick.
That sounds great.
So, what time you coming over?
I'll come over right now.
You're at number A?
No.
B?
I'm at 42.
No, you're at 8. But I'm just wondering about the letter. A, B, or C. I'm confused because I'm old.
What are you talking about? I'm at 42.
You're at 8. Stop being silly. You're right next door. You probably can hear my voice through the wall.
Dude, I'm at 42.
You are at 8. You're my neighbor. Stop acting dumb.
Acting dumb? Who the hell do you think you're talking to?
Listen,
I will choke you like a chicken.
My name is Michael, and if you're ever looking for a good time for real instead of just joking around, you come on over and you'll never had a blowjob like you ever got from an old guy who can take his dentures out.
Alright, as long as your wife's there, then we can have a party.
Well, she can watch, if you like.
No, she has to join in. I don't go that way.
I don't think she can get up to it. She's even...
Oh, she can get up to it. She can take it in the ass just like anyone else.
Well, you know she has throat cancer, and they gave her a tracheotomy.
Well, that's the best kind, because they don't choke.
Well, no, what you do is you fuck the hole in her throat.
Oh, then that's great.
That way, when you come, she doesn't even have to taste it.
Oh, do you see? There you go.
So what are you wearing?
Boxers and a pink t-shirt.
Oh, pink. I like that.
Yeah, I know you do, because you're a fucking homo.
Well, you're the one who's looking for a blowjob from an old man, so who's the homo here, homo?
That's only because the old man has a wife.
Well,
do you really think I wanted you? I just wanted your wife. I just wanted to be invited to your house and come over and
my wife has been
have
dead
your
for
wife.
many years. She died of the throat cancer back in 1978. I've been alone
No,
ever
then
since.
you're just a liar. I've seen her outside.
Loneliness can drive you to strange measures, they say.
It can. And your wife is one of them.
So, like I said,
She's
my
been
name is
banging me for
Michael.
the last 10 years.
What?
She's been banging me for the last 10 years.
You've been banging a ghost?
You think she's dead? She's not dead.
You've been banging a ghost or a corpse?
She's not dead. She's been banging me.
Well, if you think that, you have more severe mental problems than all of us talk about.
Mental problems?
Oh,
are you serious?
I've got issues, don't you know?
I know you do, because you think your wife's dead. She's been banging me.
Well, shit, send her back home.
I don't want to send her back home. There's no fun in that.
What do you want with an 87-year-old woman?
Hey, listen, she swallows very good.
Well, she lost her gag reflex when they removed her trachea.
I know she did. You don't have to tell me. I already know.
Hey, Joe.
Come on, bro.
Hey,
You
Joe,
can do
how you
better than
doing?
this.
Hey, Joe, how you doing?
Pretty good.
This is Mike next door.
Mike next door?
Yeah.
Who's Mike next door?
Mike?
Okay,
right.
That's cool.
I don't know, I was just up late, went out, like, for the 4th of July, like, even though it's the 7th of July, went out, like, blowing some shit up, brought the kids to see the fireworks, came home and was having some drinks, and I'm just, like, calling all the neighbors and acting dumb, so.
Well, that's cool.
So, you want to come over? You up? You gotta go to bed? You gotta work in the morning?
Yeah, of course I got work in the morning.
Okay, then I won't
I
bother
gotta
you.
bang your wife.
You gotta bang the old guy's wife, not mine. I don't have a wife. No one would have me. I'm too ugly.
Well, listen, we all can't be beautiful.
Right. Hey, can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pour myself another shot of whiskey.
Okay.
And
you can pour me one too.
Well, coming over, we'll do some shots together.
Yeah, that sounds good.
You only live
Right
next door.
after I
Come
bang
on
your
down.
dead wife.
What do you keep going on about this dead wife thing? You know I'm not married or queer.
I don't know. I think you're both, actually.
I'm dead and queer?
No, I think your wife is dead, and I think you're queer. But it doesn't matter. I like
But if
them
my
both.
wife is dead, how are you fucking her?
Listen, she's only dead to you. She's not dead to me.
Okay, well, if I ever meet a wife, she won't be dead to you.
I know.
So I'm going to do a shot of whiskey here. I'm drinking some Jameson.
All right, do it up.
Well, no, I got to get you to give me a countdown. I want you to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, drink, and then I'll do my shot.
All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blow me. How'd it go down? Good?
Oh, it burns.
I know you love it.
And he eventually did hang up. Anyway, I gotta go take a piss. So here's a very bizarre song from Blur called An Old Same. Oops, sorry about that. It took me longer than I thought. There was only a 2-minute song, and probably a 2.5-minute pee. So, but what matters now, in the end, is that I'm back. So, that was a very strange call. Let's see who we call next. In the ghetto. All these people live in the ghetto. In the ghetto. That was Joe rhymes with Heine. And I told him I was Michael, who is his real neighbor, so let's call him up. And now I'm gonna call him up and tell him I wanna fuck his dead wife. Whether he has a wife or not, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Hello, you've reached 744. Please leave a message.
Hello? Mike? Hello? I think he picked up at the same time as the answer machine, and he just didn't want to answer me.
Hello, no one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Let's see here. We have 12B and 12A. Maybe we can get them fighting with each other. 12A says Jorge, but no number. 12C is supposed to be Ruth, but the number is disconnected. Okay, so I don't have... we have B, we don't have A or C. This is harder than I thought it would be, but I guess I should have expected this because, you know, deadbeats like this often can't afford to pay their phone.
Hello.
Hello, is Manor there?
Hello?
Hello, is Manor there?
Who is this?
My name is Ed.
Huh?
My name is Ed.
Who are you looking for?
Manor.
Where you calling from?
I'm calling from 17A.
But where you from? What is the reason why you calling?
I'm from 7... I live just up the road from you. I live on the corner there.
Oh yeah?
I'm the big fat black guy that always answers the phone in his underwear. Answers the door in his underwear, I mean.
What?
What? Is Manor there, please?
Who is this?
Is Manor there or not?
You know what? Go to hell, bitch.
I'm calling again. He was like real protective of his woman. He didn't want nobody talking to her. I'm sorry, we got disconnected before. My phone is acting up. I apologize for that.
Who is this?
I was looking for Menorah.
You got the wrong number, buddy. If you keep calling my house, I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna knock you out.
Menorah, I know this is your number.
No,
I
this
hear
is not
her
her
in
number.
the background. I even hear her. So put her on the line.
That's your mom's, homie.
And my mom is dead.
Hello.
Hello. Again.
Hello.
I'm sorry, I keep losing my signal.
Buddy, where you live at, buddy?
I live at 17A.
So come to my house right now, then. Come to my house right now. What do you want?
You got a problem with me, you come up and see me, motherfucker. I'm old, but I'm not too old to kick some Mexican ass down.
What do you want? What do you want?
I want to talk to Menorah.
For what?
That's none of your goddamn business, bitch.
Your mother is a bitch.
Well, so is yours. At least mine is born in this country. You boat people, motherfuckers.
Hello, listen, clean your mouth. Alright, clean your mouth. What do you want?
I'm sorry, Menorah. He was very mean and he got me angry. He worked me up pretty good.
What are you talking about?
Listen, I was just calling to see if you're still doing that hoeing.
What are you talking about? How you get my fucking name?
This is Menorah. Yes.
Listen. If you keep calling my fucking house, I'm gonna call the police on you. I don't know if you're on crack or if you're drunk, you motherfucker. Go suck your mother pussy. You heard? You fucking motherfucker, son of a bitch.
I'm gonna call immigration on you. That was... They want to fight.
Hello?
Hello? I don't know if I got a hold of Menorah, but there was a very abusive young woman on the phone just now.
What? Guess what?
I'm sorry, I'm American. I don't speak anything but the gods English.
Oh. ¿Tú sabes chuparte culito?
I suck what?
Chúpate culito.
I don't know what that means. I know it means I suck something, but I don't know what. Hello?
Oh, you wanna do me again and you give me that time?
I'm trying to talk to Menorah. Why are you giving me such a hard time? You people are very angry.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah?
Why are you people so angry? I'm just trying to talk to Menorah.
Who are you, man? Who are you?
I live at 17A.
But how you got this number?
I looked it up on the line. The online, the interweb.
Alright, but what do you want? What do you want?
I wanted to talk to Menorah.
For what?
I heard that she's very good at braiding hair. And my wife would like to have her weave braided.
I don't give a fuck what your wife wants.
Well, you don't need to. It's not between you and I. It's between me and Menorah.
You want me to go over there and knock you out?
Well, come on down. I'm at 17A.
Alright, I'm gonna go over there right now.
I'm right up the hill from you, you wetback.
Yeah, you fat bastard.
Oh, well, you know I'm fat. You've seen me before.
What?
I say, you know I'm fat. You must have seen me before, so you know I could take you in a fight. I'm a lot tall. You're what, 5'2"? I'm 6'2". I'll plant you in the fucking ground like a seed. How you get my fucking name? I'm having too much fun. I'm reminding myself why I still bother coming on the air on Saturday nights, because I have so much fun.
Hello?
Hola? Elaine?
Hello?
Hola? Elaine?
Who's this?
My name Juanita.
What?
Listen, I just get off phone with Menorah at 12B. She tell me she going come over, kick my ass. I do nothing wrong. Maybe I clean bad. She unhappy. She tell me she come kick my ass. I need help.
What?
I need help.
What is this?
I need help. Menorah, come kick my ass. I need someone to come help.
Yeah.
Save me.
Hold on a sec.
Okay.
Car. Hello?
Menorah is angry.
Hello?
Hello? Hola?
Yeah, what are you looking for?
Who this?
What are you looking for?
Who this?
That's Casio house.
I, habla Elaine?
No.
I, habla Elaine! They're not gonna answer.
Hello, we are not available now. Please leave your name and phone number.
Okay, never mind. They didn't want to have any fun with Juanita. And we also have 16A. I love this. We're gonna make a whole show out of this. I'm not gonna get to even any other numbers, just like the people, and then I'm gonna have to jump over and do UK numbers. So get your UK numbers coming in fast. We got a half an hour left of this crap.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
I'm surprised they can afford one. Okay, next is 16C, the biggest shithole in town. They're not going to answer either, so there you go. I'm disappointed. Well, we got a couple good calls out of it. At 16C. Hello?
Hello?
Hello, is this Kalina?
No, this is not Kalina.
Is she there? Or Josiah, how are you doing, dear? I'm sorry, I didn't
Who is
recognize
this?
your voice at first.
Who is this?
My name is Dominic, and I'm calling from the pizza place.
The where?
I'm calling from the pizza place, and I'm just saying that next time you order, we're going to have to add $3 onto your bill for delivery fee, because we know that you guys never tip.
We never tip.
You never tip. Don't even act like
we
you
don't
ever did.
order from. We don't order from the pizza place. Who do you say you spoke to Kalina?
No, I spoke to you, Josiah. That's how
No,
I
you didn't
recognized
speak
your
to me.
voice.
No, you didn't speak to me because I don't order from pizza place.
You
If
got
I
a very
get
sexy
something-
voice, Josiah.
Well, yeah, I don't order from a pizza place. Normally if I order pizza, I go and pick it up. So you might have the wrong number or.
Well, no, maybe it was Kalina. Like, somebody has called repeatedly, and every time we deliver pizza, she never tips. So I was just calling to say that we're going to have to add a delivery fee every time she orders in the future, because we know already that she's a deadbeat and not going to tip.
Kalina, you order pizza?
Ask her why she's such a deadbeat.
You order pizza from some pizza place? Okay, she said that she didn't order pizza from you.
Of course, because she's trying to get out of it. She doesn't want to admit that she's a deadbeat.
Was it 17C?
No, 16C.
Okay, this is 17B.
No, what are you, 17B?
Yes.
No, you're not.
17.
You're lying. This is 16C. This is what it says on the interweb.
Okay, well then you have the wrong information. No, this is 17B. 16B is the house next door.
You're 17B. So have you ever met the guy in 17A?
Yeah, I know the guy at 17A.
I'm the delivery driver. I deliver to the guy all the time. He always orders pizza and he always answers the door in his underwear. What's up with that?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, is it a short guy?
No, he's really tall, and he's a little heavy, and he always answers the door in his underwear, almost like he gets off on the fact that he's making someone uncomfortable, like ringing his bell and taking his money while he's got, like...
Okay, you talk about right in the front door.
Right,
as you get out the
right. That guy.
Yeah, that's my next door neighbor. That's my neighbor.
Yeah.
That's my neighbor. Yeah, matter of fact, I seen a receipt yesterday. He ordered a pepperoni pizza with bacon for $10.50. I seen the receipt on the ground when I was coming in the house.
Right, he's a weirdo.
So, yeah. Okay, well, no.
He always answers the door. He always answers the door in his underwear. Like, pizza's coming, put some clothes on, but it's almost like he gets turned on by, like, answering the door in his underwear, and half the time he's got, like, a boner.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I seen a number come up. I said, let me call this back because I didn't know who this was calling. But no, if I order pizza, I don't even know where you're located. If I order pizza, I go and pick it up myself.
Okay.
All right.
I guess I'm sorry to have bothered you then, because I was trying to get a hold of that guy in 17A and tell him it's inappropriate to answer the door in your underwear with a boner peeking out through your fly. One of my drivers came back. One of my drivers is 18 years old. And he went to this guy's place. The guy answered the door, and he had a full erect boner poking out through his shorts, like invisible view. An erect penis.
Right.
He answers the door with an erect penis.
Right.
And he's a black guy, so it's quite a sizable penis, too.
Okay. Well, I'll make sure I tell my next door neighbor to tell her to stop having her son answer the door in his underwear.
Her son? That's her son?
Yes, that's my next door neighbor's son.
But he's like 30 years old.
He's about 15. He might look like he's 30. Yeah, he's about 15. Because you say he's a tall guy, then that's her son.
A tall guy with a big penis.
Listen, I don't even know all of that. But I'm not involved in all of that. But it was nice talking to you, and I will relay the message, okay?
He doesn't walk around you with his penis hanging out?
No, I don't. He's not outside like that.
Well, from what I know, he never goes outside.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna relay the message, and I'm doing something right now. So, okay, I will relay the message, and you have a good evening. Okay.
You've been a dear. Thank you. Goodbye.
All right.
And that is actually true. The best lies are the ones that have a germ of truth. The truth there is that I've delivered to this guy already 2 or 3 times. He never tips, but he always answers the door in his underwear, and he's always pitching a tent. Like, almost like he does it on purpose. Like, he sits there and chubs himself up, like, for when the doorbell rings and he has to get his pizza. And he's like I'm 5'10". This guy is like 6'4". This guy, like, towers over me. And he has, like, this menacing boner. Menacing because I know he's like, if he wanted to, if there were no laws, he could jump on top of me, trap me down, and rape me. Because I wouldn't be able to fight him off because he's a lot bigger and stronger than I am. But he always answers the door in his underwear, and I thought, like, maybe he was retarded because he answers the door and his dick is hanging out. And I'm like, trying not to look, and I'm like, okay, here's your pizza. This is what it costs. Just give me the money and let me go. But if it happens once, okay. If it happens twice, it's a little weird. If it happens 3 times, it's obviously like something that he does and gets off on. Like he enjoys entering the door in his underwear, erect, with his penis sticking out. And I'm back. I'm not saying that the cat, like, loves the smell of my ball sweat, but the cat is literally in the same place he was an hour ago. Remember an hour ago I went into my pocket, I took out a number, and I dropped my pants on the floor with my fucking 10-pound belt. I'm pulling the belt off my pants right now. I'm pulling it out, just so you can hear it. That's the sound of me dropping my belt on the desk. I'll do it again. This thing weighs like 10 pounds because it's like all metal studs and heavy shit. But the cat has been sitting there after braving his way out of hiding in the litter box. He found comfort in the crotch of my pants. And I'm not saying that the cat loves the smell of my ball sweat, but what I'm beginning to realize is the cat is trying to keep around things that smell like me. Because I sweated in the pants. And my shirt is right next to it, so he's been laying on that too. And it's not about he loves the smell of ball sweat. I think what it's about is that my smell makes him feel like I'm there to protect him. Which I think is a very, very cute base sentiment, because animals, they live on such a base network. Because they're such simple creatures, they understand, like, simple things, like, this thing smells like him, and he protects me. So, as long as I hang around this thing that smells like him, I'm protected. I think that's basically how it works. And now he's venturing outside the pants. Are you okay? You're gonna be good, okay. Well, I'm holding him. And he's still shaking. You were really freaked out by that, weren't you, sweetie? You lay down. Lay down. Be a good boy, lay down. Oh, there he goes. I think I'm going to have to do the rest of the show with the cat in my lap just to calm him down. And keep him calm. Because the fireworks started going off like before I got home. And he was probably like looking to me for protection, and I wasn't there, so that's why he was hiding in the litter box. And Jill was saying that he was hiding in the litter box because that's a place he feels safest. Which makes sense, because the litter box is like a little igloo, because it has a dome over it, and like a little hole, so it muffles a lot of the sound, probably. He's gonna be okay. You need to stop being such a sissy. Fireworks ain't gonna hurt you. We have Colin. Oh, and the cat just jumped down. And you're very sweaty. Meow. Can you hear him? I don't know if you can hear the cat over the fan. Meow. You were very sweaty. You left my leg feeling like wet. Sweaty cat. So the next person on my list is Colin, who is living on in England. A woman answered at 12:25.
Hello?
Hello, is Colin there?
Sorry?
Is Colin there?
Who's calling?
My name is Max Velocity.
Sorry?
Max!
I think you've got the wrong number.
Is Colin not there?
I think you've got the wrong number.
No, Colin, he's there. This is his number, at least the one that he gave me.
Well, who is it calling at this time in the morning?
It's Max. His friend Max is calling.
He hasn't got a friend called Max.
Well, maybe you don't know that he has a friend called Max, but he does.
Colin has died.
Oh my God! When did this happen, dear?
In March.
Oh my word! I never had any word of it. How are you holding up, dear?
Well, where are you calling from? Who are you?
I'm calling from...
But Colin doesn't have a friend. I don't know anyone called Max.
Can I ask what happened to Colin?
Well, do you know what time in the morning it is?
I know it's very, very early. But I was up, and I was having a dream about Colin, and something got it in my head that I needed to speak to him, and apparently he was several months late. Can I ask again what happened with Colin?
I'm sorry, what is your other name?
What do you mean other name?
What is your name? Max who?
Max Velocity.
No, I'm sorry, I think you have the wrong number.
No, I was calling for Colin. We both know who I'm talking about.
Well, where do you live?
That's irrelevant. Can you tell me what happened with Colin? Like, how did he go?
He had cancer.
Of what?
The liver.
Oh, from the drinking.
No, he never drank. You've got the wrong Colin Jones.
No, I don't.
You do.
Colin Jones from...
Yeah.
There can't be more than one.
Well, what else can you tell me that you know about him?
Well, what do I need to prove to you? I was just calling, inquiring about Colin because I've been having dreams that maybe I should call and he needed help or whatever, but apparently they were months behind.
What is your second name?
Velocity.
No, I'm sorry, I've never heard of you.
Well, of course, I've never met you either. I have no idea who you are or why you're answering Colin's phone.
Well, where
Colin
did you
and
know?
I have been schoolmates for decades.
Well, how old are you if you...
We were. I guess no longer.
How old are you if you were schoolmates?
I am 54 years old.
In that case, you weren't schoolmates because Colin was 80.
Well, he looked good for his age.
I'm sorry, no, I'm sorry, I'm going to end this call.
I met him down at the pub.
He never went to a pub.
Well, maybe he never told you, but I'm not
I'm
saying
sorry.
that he was an alcoholic, but I'm just saying maybe sometimes he would go down to the pub just to meet people.
No, he didn't. He never went into pubs. I know my husband, or I knew my husband. You've got this number wrong. Please don't call again.
Well, you please contact Colin psychically and tell him to stop appearing in my dreams.
Hello?
Hello, is Michael there?
Who's speaking?
This is Max.
What are you ringing at this time in the morning for?
I'm sorry to call so early, but I assure you I wouldn't call so early if it weren't so direly important.
Just a minute, I'll see if he's awake.
Well, even if he isn't, you need to wake him up, because it is the amount of importance I can't place upon it.
What are you speaking about?
I'd rather explain it to him and then have him explain it to you later, if you would.
Just a minute.
No offense.
In my room. Just a minute.
Wonderful, thank you.
Hello?
Hello, Michael.
Yeah?
I'm sorry to call you so early, but trust that I wouldn't unless it was so terribly important. It's about Colin.
Colin?
Colin, oh, are you sitting down?
Yes.
Colin has passed.
Colin who?
Colin Jones, he's passed. I'm sorry, I'm still very broken about it.
Max.
Colin is gone.
Max, I think
Last
you've met the wrong
night,
person.
apparently there was some sort of accident at work, and there was fire involved, and apparently he burnt up, and Colin is gone.
Max, you there? You've got the wrong person. I don't know any Colin Jones.
Colin Jones.
I don't know one. I don't know Colin Jones.
He was working at a restaurant. He was making some seafood carbonara.
I don't know
He
him.
must have had some fumes about him or alcohol on his chef coat. And he caught a light and he spun around and round like a funeral, like a torch he burnt up. I'm sorry, I'm still quite broken up about it. I was witness to the whole thing and there's nothing that I could do.
I don't know Colin Jones. You've got the wrong person. You've got the wrong person.
Your number was on his cell phone as one of his contacts to inform in case of emergency.
I'm sorry. I don't know where he's got it from.
This is...
I don't know him.
This is Michael Cashmore.
Yes, yeah.
Wonderful. How are you doing then?
I'm alright.
Do you fancy a bum?
No thanks.
No thanks? I know Nunu's gonna love that. Do you fancy, after all that, do you fancy a bum? That's for you, Nunu. I knew he would love that.
Oh, the Malago.
Hello, how are you doing there?
I'm alright.
Listen, I heard through the grapevine that you were the one to speak to if I needed the connection.
Yeah?
I'm an elderly person and I suffer from the glaucoma very greatly, very greatly. So, I need the marijuana.
You need what?
I need an herbal remedy, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Listen, you called last Saturday with...
No, I've never called you ever there before.
With booking doesn't exist. I don't have a time to speak with you. Sorry for that, but just
what do you mean?
You can make jokes with someone else, alright?
You mean the plants aren't right for picking yet? Listen, I'm not shitting on you. I'm calling her back. She picked up and hung up. And you're being noisy. What's your problem? I know what the problem is. I was being so caring and loving to the cat. Like afterward that I put him down and he doesn't want to let it go. So come on back. Come here. You know, the funniest part is, when I came home the cat was already hiding in the litter box. But I came home with, like, chicken. So I cut it up into little pieces, and I put it on a paper plate on the floor, and then he came out of the litter box, and he ate the chicken, and then ran right back. Like he was willing to make exceptions for his fear of fireworks and noises to eat, and then hide back in the box. Last week, Jill dared me to book a room for Prince Philip. And didn't think I could ever make it work, but I did. And this week, he's daring me to call a hotel and book a room for Princess Diana. You know, the dead one? So I'm gonna try. You know, I've been making prank calls for so long, I can make any premise work. No matter how bizarre it seems, no matter how implausible. Even myself, people have tasked me with, like, doing, like, what I thought were impossible things. And I've still succeeded in doing it.
Oh, the Malago.
Is this the Malago, then? Oh, shit. Hello? 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 Malago? I want to call right back. Yeah. It's busy because her stupid ass still hasn't figured out how to hang up on me.
Hello?
Hello? I'm sorry, we got disconnected moments ago.
Yeah, what can I help you?
I would like to book a room.
For what date?
Did you knowingly hang up on me, evilly?
Sorry?
Did you purposefully and knowingly hang up on me?
No. I just remember that you called last Saturday to make a booking, but that person never returned.
I called last Saturday.
Yeah, you called last Saturday. I remember your voice.
Because Prince Philip was showing up.
No. So it's the reason why I don't want to talk with you, you know, because I don't have a time to talk with a person who's just making jokes.
Well, I've got better things to do with my time than make jokes, dear.
So why are you not doing that?
Trust me, dear, there are better jokes I could make. I wouldn't be wasting my time.
Alright, so what can I help you?
What's that sound in the background?
Just the water?
Sounds like water.
Yeah.
You washing the shit out of your sink?
Yeah. Yeah, what's that I'm doing at the moment? It's the reason why I don't have a time to talk with you.
Well, it's very late. It's very late. So, don't give me...
So...
Listen, I'm looking to book a room.
Alright.
And I don't need your attitude.
Okay, just say the date when you're looking for a room.
I'm looking for I'm looking for next Saturday.
Alright, just wait a minute, I'll check.
Okay, I'll wait.
It will be 14th of July, yeah?
Exactly.
Actually, we're fully booked on next Saturday.
You're fully booked?
Yeah, we're fully booked on next Saturday.
What about if I pay you more to boot someone else out?
No, we can't do that because
of
people
course you can, they won't even know.
No, we can't do that. If you want to do that, you should speak with our manager, but not with me.
Well, no, you and I can make a deal.
No.
I'll give you £200.
No, I can't do that.
Boot someone else out of the room.
You know, there's people staying for a few nights. We can't do that, and we're not doing that.
But who are they? We're talking about royalty.
It doesn't matter.
Of
you know, all
course it
people
matters.
are equal.
It's royalty.
No, all people are equal.
Not compared to royalty.
No, sorry, but I can help you. You can try to find a place in another B&B or
how
hotel
about
or somewhere.
Sunday? How about summer Sunday afternoon?
Yeah, we have few rooms on Sunday.
Okay, wonderful. See, that wasn't so hard.
So, what kind of room are you looking for? Because I think we have just single left.
Well, what do you have available? You only have singles?
Yeah, just single left.
Would it be a big problem if male prostitutes were to visit?
I don't know. You should speak with our manager about that, you know.
Well, let's say nobody knows that they're prostitutes, just male strangers coming and going.
Yeah, but it's the single room, so it's no place for two people.
That should be no problem.
No, it's
because
too small for
it's not
two
like
people.
they're going to be naked in the lobby. They're not going to be naked until they get into the room. Hello?
Yeah, I'm listening.
You sound like you're scuffling and shuffling a lot.
No. Oh, okay, we can say this is not
I would
a
like to
problem.
book the room.
Yeah? For next Sunday, yeah?
Next Sunday.
Alright.
Checking in around 8 a.m.
Okay.
Right, so what else do you need to know?
Your card details?
A credit card? Well, we'll give those details once we show up.
No, because we have 24 hours.
No, we'll give those details once we show up.
If person not coming, we're charging for our first night. It's our B&B policy, so we're always taking card details.
You book the room, we'll give the details and the card when we get there.
No, we're always taking card details when people doing the booking.
Listen. Okay, let's go ahead with the booking then.
Okay.
The name?
Alright.
Diana.
Alright.
Lady Diana.
Okay.
She's not really dead, you know.
Alright.
But don't you dare tell the tabloids this.
Alright, I won't.
She's not really dead. We just had to fake her death because she was being stalked by terrorists from the Middle East. So we had to pretend that she was dead.
Okay.
We had to pretend that they had achieved their goal of murdering her, even though they never did. And nobody will ever know that she's still alive until she emerges once as queen!
Alright, so you made a booking for next Sunday for a single room.
Right.
And it's for Lady Diana, yeah?
We're going to book around early in the morning. Maybe when should we book?
From 2:30.
You say 2:30?
Yeah, 2:30.
That's the middle of the afternoon.
Yeah.
We need to book it in the morning.
Well, you can, just pop in and book. Sometimes we're giving a key early because checkout is at 11 and usually people
No,
are still
I'm talking like 8 o'clock in the morning.
You should deal with someone who will work then, because someone will be here at 8 o'clock.
You're not going to make allowances for the future Queen of England. You know, she will remember this.
And next Sunday, so you should deal with someone who will... Alright. You should talk with someone who will work next Sunday.
I'm not saying that she's a spiteful, vicious woman, but she is a spiteful, vicious woman.
Alright, we will try to do what's possible, as much as possible, right?
Wonderful.
Okay.
Beautiful.
So, that's it?
Wonderful. Negro, thank you. We shall see you next Sunday.
Okay, have a nice day. See you next Sunday.
You too, dear.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And we're back. And let's see what else we have. We have Michael Hulson, Michael Shenton, Michael Ward, an old guy, a woman, an old guy. So we got some old British people that we can prank. Wonderful, beautiful Negroes. And I'm gonna skip over some of these numbers because we're running out of time here. We only have like 36 minutes left of the program. The program is only supposed to be 2 hours long, but I, in my generous graciousness, I always run till 3 hours, just to make you feel as though you got your money's worth. That's what I do. That's who I am, and that's what I do. KDK's Lunatic Fringe is only supposed to be 2 hours long, but I go on and on and on because I'm generous like that. So let's call up the next person on the list. Mike Ward. Oh, let me close that out. Open that up, and here we go. Michael Ward.
Hello?
Hello, is Michael there?
Hello?
Hello, Michael. Michael.
Please hold the...
I'm calling again. And his machine is already busy answering my other call. And I was about to do a probable query call.
Hello?
Hello, Michael. I'm sorry we got interrupted before we could discuss our issues.
Please hold the line.
I'm calling again. You know, I got nothing better to do than call this asshole all night. I can call and call and call and call and call, and there's legally...
Hello?
Why do you keep hanging up on me, dear? Okay, I give up. We're not going to get anything out of him because he keeps hanging up too quick.
Hello?
Hello, how are you doing, Michael?
Oh, press the number. No, sorry.
Michael? Michael? Hello, Michael? I'm still here. Hello? Michael? What are you doing then? Tippity type all you want, it's not going to work. I've been tested by far better than you, and nobody's ever won.
Don't ring that number back.
10 years gone by.
Well, no, that
Michael! Michael, talk! Okay, we'll go on with this. Michael? Okay, you do the pretend hang-up thing. I'm here.
You alright, Doc?
Michael, I'm still here.
Are you alright?
Yes.
I'm fine! Michael!
With his there,
Stop being nasty. Everything you do is for naught. Michael, everything you do is for naught. It'll do no good.
Don't die.
Michael! See, your alarm is already going off anyway. You can't even claim I woke you up. Michael! What's that supposed to do? Michael, seriously, what's that supposed to do? Talk to me. Okay, that time I think it finally did work. I think it was able to finally hang up on me, but I'm calling again.
Hello?
Michael, why are you being so nasty toward me? Michael? And he hung up again. Okay, I think maybe we move on to somebody else and then maybe come back to him. Which reminds me, it's time to call up the scumbag at this again. Because I haven't called him in over an hour. So let's call him again. pardon me while I type the number into my phone here. In case you also want to have fun, the number is... Let me wait until I hit send, because I want to get through. I don't want people to stop me from getting through. It's 203-510-5375.
Yo.
What up, my nigga?
Hello?
What up, my nigga? I need some of that good kush. Everyone around town knows that you's the one to talk to if you need some good kush. He's gone. He was immediately gone. But anyway, like I said, the number to call is, let's call up the next person on my list. Frank Bourne from the Bourne Identity. The show is quickly coming to an end here.
Hello?
Hey.
Hello?
Hey, is that Frank? How we doing, Booster? Frank. Hey. Frank. I hear you. Okay, whatever. Okay, with that, I think... Fuck it. I'm not going to end the show yet. I'm going to play one more song, come back, and see what the fuck we can come up with. And tonight's program, as I told you, tonight's featured artist is Blur, and this is a side project from lead singer Damon Albarn from Blur called Gorillaz. And I'll be back very shortly. Very shortly. Jill, no offense, but because you're constantly negative about every song I play, what the fuck kind of music do you like to hear? Maybe I'll try to kowtow to you. Maybe I should curtail and gear the show just toward you. No, that wasn't Justin Bieber. That was the Gorillaz. How the fuck old are you? Have you ever heard of the Gorillaz before? They were popular maybe like 10, 15 years ago. I understand your point. You're trying to assume that this is sucky, shitty music. But it loses its value when you say it all the time, every time. Save it for when I actually do play sucky, shitty music, because I don't think that was a sucky, shitty song. If you do, then fine. Anyway, I'm gonna bail now. Thank you guys for listening. Like I always say, thank you guys for listening. As always, stay just the way you are, just the way we like you, just the way I like you. That's all that really matters, is how I like you, really, right? Yeah, barely. Anyway, stay just the way you are, just the way we like you. Don't allow people to make you feel bad about yourself. Be individual, love yourself, love who you are, and stay beautiful.
We got to close it out. That's it for tonight. Be back again tomorrow night. Red-eyed and bushy-tailed. Gonna suck it to you tomorrow, baby.
I move your picture.
I move your picture.
From my wall.
From my wall.
From my wall. And I replace them.
Both large and small. And I replace them.
Both large and small.
Both large and small.
And each new day.
Each new day. Each and every one.
Find me so blue.
So find me so blue. So blue.
Nothing takes the place of you.
Just remember, nothing takes the place of you. Nothing can ever take the place of you, baby.
Your letters.
I read your letters. Each and every one.
One by one.
One by one. By one.
And I still love you.
And I still love you, baby. I still love you.
When it's all said and done.
When it's all said and done, I still love you.
Oh, my darling.
Oh, my darling. Second time.
I'm so blue.
I'm so blue. Because nothing. Because nothing.
Because nothing.
Nothing.
Oh, nothing.
They feel quite as good as your vagina. raining. On mine, when no pain. As the moving finger writes, what the hell says until tomorrow. He's not even listening to the lyrics anymore. I'll wait for you. I'll wait for you too. As each teardrop glistens on my letter. Without you. What the hell was that one? Nothing seems the same. Without time, nothing's the same. Nothing's the same. So I'll wait. And I'll wait. Until you're home. Until you're home. Again, I love you. Again. Like I said before, I love you. But I'm all alone. But I'm all alone. I'm all alone till I see it again tomorrow night, baby. Till tomorrow. Till tomorrow. I love you so much. I love you more. I'm so blue. Bye. I'm bluer. Goodbye. Because nothing.